Today, here at the museum, you have the wonderful Hosokawa collection of the traditional armors, items for tea ceremonies, screens, etc. I am so honored to be able to perform Iaido in this environment. The items that are displayed belong to Lord Hosokawa. Everything that are shown here represent the spirit of the Bushido, of the samurai warriors. I will be showing that spirit through my martial arts, which protects oneself, one's family, and one's country. All martial arts begins with Rei and ends with Rei. And Rei is paying respect to the gods of martial arts, to your swords, to your sensei, and to each other. Chikako and Takeshi Yokosawa, they will be performing basic forms of Eishin-ryu Iaido with wooden swords, bokken. The first form is called ee-ay or encounter. What we have heard is that in the 1500s, a gentleman by the name of Minamoto no Shigenobu, in order to avenge his father's assassination, practiced his sword work until he created these series of techniques which were later implemented by other swordsmen, and that is the basis of Iaido. Next is Dokumyoken, which is untranslatable. Sorry. Next, we have tsubadome, or stopping the sword guard. Next, Andre will be performing the most fundamental forms of Eishin-ryu, some of the signature forms of the Eishin-ryu school.
First of all, I think it defies what usually people think about martial art. There's no opponent you overcome but yourself. It is very difficult, so sometimes you despair because it's so difficult and you feel you will absolutely never be able to do it correctly. It's trying the impossible. So you have to, that's very frustrating. So you have to overcome your own frustration with your own inabilities, and you have to find a strategy to overcome these inabilities. So you have to self-motivate, you have to love detail, and you have to love finding more mistakes in yourself and make them better. So what you have to do as a person to do Iaido is becoming a big part of the practice, and that confronts you with all your shortcomings, and that is sometimes very difficult.
For
me, the depth of what you need to learn, what you need to study is just so overwhelming, and that grabbed me. I mean, there is no end. But at the end of the day, I must say the reason why I do it is I just love it. My character and Iaido, there's this perfect match. Now, Esaka Seigen Sensei will perform oku-iai forms. Oku-iai forms are oku-iai, sometimes translated as secret forms. They are the forms of innermost teachings. The first form is called zenteki gyakuto, enemy in front, reverse cut. どうぞ。
私が個人の考えあるいは
For the past
私自身の
50 odd years, I have studied Iaido, and what I've learned is that the weaknesses is within oneself. And a man's weakness, you need to overcome it in order to create a livable society. And of course, I am sure there are other ways to achieve that, but I myself have strived to overcome my own fears, my own weaknesses through the study of Iaido. And all my life, I am determined to continue in that path. Next form is called Somakuri, which I would roughly translate as complete victory. どうぞ。
侍映画の中において非常に、感じられるのは武士道という
In the martial arts movies, I believe that people see the spirit of Bushido through the actions that you see on the screen. And Bushido, the way of the warrior, is the virtues, the rules that were created with their lives. And that, I think, applies to our modern times, this day and age. If we can all trust one another, if we can all respect one another, then I believe that peace can be achieved in this world. I think Bushido, the way of the warrior, can resonate within us. And I am honored to have this occasion to reach out to even one person so that he or she can understand this spirit.